So here I have our Indeterminate Amish paste tomatoes, and I have a full bag of tomato clips that we keep reusing every year. These are really nifty little things. And I'm going to show you how we would just take one of these plants like this and wrap this around the stem. And you just basically kind of intertwine it. It wraps around like that, and it locks up, and it's connected to our fence. You might want to start them a little earlier. For us, this has always worked, but over here, Jeff, show this row right here. These tomatoes were planted a little bit later, and they're smaller, so you can even see, I might as well just do it now. If I clamp them earlier, just has a nicer start for it. Grows a little bit better around the fence. But I really do want to get this row first because these are obviously priority. So this tomato plant right here is actually growing directly underneath the fence, and I'm just going to clip both sides. Really doesn't matter how I do it. I always just, whatever works for me. If I can fit it, and I can move the fence around a little bit too. See how I just wrap that and lock it. All right, so I'm gonna go back over here. And for these plants, when you have a stem like this that's swaying really down, you want to make sure you grab that and hook it to the fence as early as you can, because once it starts getting really thick and strong, if you bring it up and you're a little too late on clipping it, it will snap. You don't want that to happen. Before Jeff helps me, I also wanted to just show you guys, these are our tomato cages that we normally grow our bush variety tomatoes in. And I just had leftover indeterminate ones. And instead of just letting them go to waste, I thought it would be fun to put them against the cage and actually clip them also. I mean, might as well, it's the same concept. But I might grow some bush varieties next year. We'll see. Yeah, so I'm just gonna clip it like that. And if you leave them on the ground too long, they will start to develop a root underneath it sometimes, and they get stuck on the ground like that. And then when you rip it up, you kind of hurt the plant. So it's just a good idea to try to clip them as early as you can. This one, standing up a little bit on its own. I'm just happy we didn't waste these plants. We'll see how it works on this. All right, now Jeff's gonna help me finish out these rows. All right, so you can see we just kind of keep clipping in the center part and the thick part and just branch them off. And then you can even stuff them right through the fence. All right, so we just finished up this row, and might as well just finish up the second row right there, and we have a few stragglers growing back there in the third spot next to the morning glories. Yeah, so as you saw in the video, we kind of have a strategy. Jeff just goes down, does the core part of it, gets the thick stems, and then I kind of just take any stragglers. And the more you get now hooked on, like even this little one right here as an example, just the less work you have to do later on. It will actually start to really grow around the fence itself, and it'll kind of even help you out a little bit growing through it. But that's it. So now we just wait for the tomatoes.